everybody, and welcome back to The Sound of Drop, Shizuku no Oto. So, we have two options here, and I already feel that staying with her is going to lead to a bad end. So, let's just do that and get it over with. So, we're going to stay here with her like this. Yes, that's best. The possibility that I might be able to save her is low, isn't it? It isn't zero, but it's close to it. I can't carry her around the aquarium with me, so I'll definitely have to leave Himeno here in this shed. In that case, there's no guarantee I can get back here. With things like the rupture at the jellyfish booth and Hiyoshi-san's sudden change, the dangers present in Mountain Aquarium are innumerable. If I die along the way, it will be what you call a dog's death. Separated from Himeno, the both of us are dead. No, I want us to be together. Still squatting, I hold Himeno even tighter. Her feverish body occasionally chokes up, then Himeno vomits out several nematodes. Several parasites squirm at the base of my throat. What? It's alright. It's okay. No matter what, it's okay, as long as I'm with Himeno. I have no idea how much time has passed. I no longer have a sense of time, but not more than an hour could have passed. My body is no longer my own. The depths of my body have been corroded with fever, and I no longer have any feeling in my hands or feet. I can no longer feel the softness and warmth of embracing Himeno. My vision is filled with countless lines. Ugh. It feels as if something is actually crawling on my eyeballs. It is. Yeah, that's gross. This is my body at the moment. The lines covering my vision are probably all the same as the bugs eating away at Himeno's body. But this is fine. As long as I can be with Himeno. Before I realize it, my own consciousness has melted away. I can no longer see Himeno's smiling face. Well, I died. At least I wasn't in pain. Is that love ending? Okay. Bad end. Oh, look, it's Himeno dead. Aww. So we want to save her. Okay, so let's pick the other option. Look for a way out of the aquarium. Like a checkpoint or something? The possibility of saving Himeno is probably zero. Or, just as the girl said, it may not be zero. It is not completely outside the realm of possibility. Moreover, Mari is here. Just as she appeared that day, Mari is here. This aquarium where nothing but oddities occur, Himeno's condition, is also an undisputed abnormality. Saganuma-san herself said that the parasites eating away at Himeno were ones that wouldn't normally attack humans. That's called a zoonotic infection. If that's the case, I have to go. Right now, the only one who can save Himeno is me. It isn't as if that staff member or the mysterious girl or Hiyoshi-san or anyone else will save Himeno. I have to walk on my two legs. If I don't, Himeno will not be saved. At the same time as I stand up, I accept that determination. I have no time for my heart to be breaking. My legs are still shaking, but all I have is the certainty that I am standing right now. I clicked out of the window. OMG. I spread a nearby blue tarp on the floor and lay Himeno on top of it. I find a towel, fold it up several times, and lay it over her. As crass as it is, she now has a futon and a blanket. Just a little while. Just wait a little while. First, I should check the entrance once more. If we came to this warped space-time mountain aquarium, then somewhere there should be a connection. It shouldn't be one way. I go back to my original idea, deciding to head for the entrance gate. If I can get out normally from the gate, then next I'll seek a safe route. It will take some time for me to move Himeno, so I need to carefully ensure that no more phenomena will occur. In the event that I can't get out through the gate, it would mean that we're trapped inside Mountain Aquarium. If that's the case, then I'll look for a way to break out of this cage. Circumstances won't be any worse, just different. It will be alright. My plans clarified, I feel as if even I can do this. I have no special skills, and my personality is probably introverted, but my desire to save Himeno is second to no one's. Okay, in that case, first is go back the way I came, go back using a new route. I already know that going back the way I came results in death, so let's do that. Maybe Hyoshi's gone. Hiyoshi-san is probably in the staff passage I came through earlier, but it shouldn't be a danger I cannot overcome. If I can run past him in one shot, surely it will be all okay. I opened the door carefully with a soft ka-chuck. It's at that moment. Ah! Oh god, was he waiting for me? A sharp pain runs up from the base of my neck. Whatever bit my neck knocked me to the ground. No, not good. Gah. Yeah, he has killed me. With each bite, the area around my neck makes a squelching sound. The cold stench of iron and the smell of blood. It's the smell of my blood and the saliva, whatever is doing this to me, mixing together. Choked up by the stench, I realize that the air filling my mouth is hitting the bottom of my chin. Breath from my own mouth shouldn't reach the bottom of my chin. The inconsistency here is because that breath is being vented from an air hole that is opened in my neck. Lovely! Yeah, I think I'm dead. My voice isn't a voice anymore. It is nothing more than a sound of air escaping as, unable to offer resistance, my body is overrun by that something. Gah. Gah. What was that? Was that Hiyoshi? There's no pain. All I can feel is the gradual depletion of my own flesh. That something's head bobs up for a second. It's someone I know. The face of a man I know. Yep, it's him. God damn it. Why has he gotta eat me? Before long, everything is engulfed in silence. Surely this is my death. Being eaten by the one who saved my life, Hiyoshi-san. It is merely my tiny death and nothing more. Irrational. Okay, game, that's just mean. Okay, yep, it's Hiyoshi death. I guess we won't go back, which of course makes sense, but you know, I like to get all the endings for you guys. Go back using a new route. In order to get back to the gate, it seems there are two similar routes, but I'm afraid to take the path containing the insane Hiyoshi-san. Hiyoshi-san was clearly not normal. I have the desire to save him, but speaking honestly, protecting myself takes priority, as it should, girl. Moreover, as opposed to Himeno, he didn't seem to be headed down a straight path to death. That's true. He might be okay. If I can get out of the aquarium, I should go check on Hiyoshi-san's condition once more at that time. Because there's no changing the fact that he is the one who saved my life. I head back inside the shed and decide to move on using the underground passage. Even if by accident, that was the way the mysterious girl had disappeared. That's true. Ooh, new area. Like a control room. Opening the door, I step down a rusty stairway. It's a spiral staircase, and as I step off at the very bottom, I see a dim underground passage stretching out before me. After going down the passageway a bit, I run into a door. It seems that if I do not pass through this room, I cannot proceed. Upon slowly opening the door, I see several computers and various other machines. Since I see lots of levers and dials with numbers and up-down symbols on them, this must be where all the machines in the aquarium are controlled. They probably control the tank temperature, oxygen regulation, lighting, and such from here as well. At any rate, I should keep moving. As I proceed, the sound of my footsteps echoes with a click-clack, click-clack. An echo lingers with a click-clack sound. It figures this place is creepy too. I mumble something like that after all that has happened. Even as I reflect on this and walk on, a jarring sound blends in with my footsteps. What was that sound just now? Puzzled, I strain my ears and can hear someone moaning. The voice is coming from my destination, the interior of the cellar. Despite my hesitation, I proceed onward with caution. Please help. What? After taking several steps, the voice becomes clearer. Peering through a gap in the machines, I discover the origin of the voice. Oh, it's her! Oh, is that actually swimming around her? I scream without thinking. In a corner of the control room, something completely detached from reality is taking place. Is that an orca? But how? I give voice to what lies before my eyes. A plump, round body with a distinct contrast between its colors of black and white. On the opposite side of a sharp, shark-like fin in its mouth, with its tapered teeth all lined up. That's right. Orca are swimming around in here, in this room, with no water. They swim about in the air. It isn't just that they float in the air. They move and swim about using their fins and bodies. Ooh boy. Moreover, there isn't just one, two, no, three. There are three of them swimming right before my eyes. Marine creatures that are much longer than the span of my two arms, if I were to spread them wide. How? The orca continued to swim about, unaware of my presence. No, at this rate, I'll be attacked. As I realize this, I step back. However, immediately after I do so, I catch sight of the owner of that small voice. That girl is... The three orca are swimming around, encircling something as if it were their prey. That something at that center is a girl. A girl around the same age as me. A girl I ran into only a short while ago on the stage. Her eyes are wide and she trembles with a terrified expression, standing stock still as her only escape route is blocked. Her mouth is flapping open and closed as if she is having trouble breathing. As the orcas swim about, they occasionally point the tips of their noses at the girl. They probably aren't smelling her, the movement appearing to me as if they are sizing her up instead. I have to save her. I have to try. I don't even know that girl's name. However things are now, it seems the girl will be attacked by the orca. I push my numerous doubts aside and focus only on that fact. I want to save her. Thanks to those words welling up inside, I can no longer say this doesn't concern me. Moreover, if it were Jimeno, she would surely get involved. Even if I saved Jimeno after ignoring someone in trouble, she wouldn't be happy about it. I'll save that girl. Someone? I hear those timid words she mumbles. Little by little, the three orcas swimming in the air seem to be tightening the circle they have made. I have to hurry. But what should I do? Voicing my doubts, I look around. Okay, there's a fire extinguisher. I wonder if I can move the machines with the computer. At any rate, I have to get away from the orca. Let's just try the fire extinguisher. So we read in the guidebook that they do sonar. So we need to get noise. That's a fire extinguisher. At the edge of the room, I discover a fire extinguisher. If I can attract their attention with this, and somehow while the orca are distracted, I would need to get away. I pull the yellow pin from the fire extinguisher and point the hose at the orca. Ah! In time with my shout, I pull the nozzle of the fire extinguisher with everything I have. At that moment, white smoke sprays out. Well, you have to squeeze it too. Hidden in the smoke, the orca's forms immediately vanish. Take this opportunity and run for it! I shout, leaving the fire extinguisher on the ground. I then run for the exit. Huh? It is only a second later that I feel something strike my back. Hits so hard, it's incomparable to bumping into people in town. I pitch forward and fall. No! Ah! That scream is involuntary. Little by little, the area around my neck starts to hurt, and I scream once more. My breath grows light, air blowing out of the hole that is open in my neck. Oh my god, they got me! Ugh. After a while, my screams will not even come out anymore. An orca is right in front of me. The 3 orca had been with that girl, and once more was right where I had been heading. It's useless to wonder about where it came from. With the orca swimming in air, the concept of space itself had become more ambiguous. Yeah, I'm dead. Oh well. My body is overrun with the orca's small, sharp teeth. I try to raise my voice, but I realize my mouth is full of seawater. Before I figure out what's going on, I'm in the ocean. Yep, I'm being eaten alive. Love it. The blood exiting from my body gradually flows upward. I'm not just in the ocean, but it seems I'm in the deep part of it. As I try to fill my chest with air, water flows into my lungs from the hole in my neck. My body will likely return to the sea. As I think this, my body, which has taken on buoyancy, seems as if it belongs to someone else. Yeah, I'm dead. Thanks. Oh, yes, you are dead. Being too kind-hearted is mere foolishness. Well, I'm in a hurry. I have something I have to do. Seriously? I sacrificed myself for you? Melting. God dang. Okay, let's see if we can move the machines with the computer. It's dangerous to get close to the orca. That's why I can't think of a way to undo these circumstances. If I had bait, I could probably distract the orca, but I don't see anything nearby. Needless to say, the girl under attack is already playing that role. Something I can use. Hoping against hope, I place my hand on the computer console. The liquid crystals on the touch panel seem to power on, causing some sort of control screen to be displayed. This is the tunnel tank, the stage, the jellyfish booth. Aside from those, the names of various facilities in the aquarium are displayed. From this computer, I can probably access each of those facilities. However, now is not the time for that. Anything's fine, just ignoring the other facilities, I touch the selection for the basement level control room. The control screen for the air, the speakers, and so on is displayed. Here we go. How much does the habitat of these orcas have in common with the real orca? Realizing I don't have time to think it over, I decide the temperature settings are the best place to start. It's ideal for humans, but it could burn the sea creatures. There's no use. This will take too much time. The roar in the air is fierce, but there is little change in what I can feel on my skin. There we go. Use a sense of hearing. There we go. The orca began probing the girl with the tips of their noses. The girl provides no resistance, her mouth flapping open and closed. This is bad. I have to... Small but sharp teeth peek out from the small opening in the orca's mouth. The tip of its teeth seemed to sparkle, and my pulse quickens. There is no time left to test another method. I have to find some sort of solution from within the machine right in front of me. The speaker. I discover the volume setting on the liquid crystal display and hazily recall something inside my mind. Ah, yes, the book. Sound, ultrasonic waves. Their sense of hearing. I remember something I saw on TV about orca and their environment. No, what about the book you just read? Dolphins, whales, and other similar species use sound for communication. The various species make noise and can comprehend that sound. These are creatures with excellent hearing. Anything's fine, just some noise. That's my only hope, I think. If I can make a loud enough sound, I can probably repel the orca. Setting aside my feelings of impatience, I set the volume as high as possible. All that's left is where the playback comes from. I wonder where the sound comes out. Huh? At that moment, chills run up my spine. The girl and the 3 orca are at the periphery of my vision. Then I wonder what in the world it was that just brushed against my spine. Could it have been... Despite trying to keep it under control, my heartbeat has rapidly increased. Sweat drips from my forehead. There is one more orca here now. 4 in total. Ew. Huh? As I realize what is happening, I suddenly feel my legs floating. No, not just that, but suddenly my entire body is floating about. No, there's no way it could be floating in midair. My body is taking on buoyancy and is floating. Oh my god. Am I gonna drown to death? I try to speak, but salty water flows into my throat. This is underwater. Without realizing it, I've ended up in the ocean. Unable to breathe, I'm suffocating. This is bad, this is bad! Not only does it seem like I would drown, but the orcas are at my back. My eyes have finally grasped their enormous stature. On the other hand, the backdrop of the basement has disappeared. The computers and machines, I can no longer see any of it. It's no good if things stay as they are. I'll be attacked. I'll become the orca's helpless prey. My hands wriggle about and seize a long, narrow pole. Oh, so I can't see it, but I'm still there. Oh, that's nice. As I'm prodded by the tip of the orca's nose, my body gives a violent shake. The giant orca has the intensity of a semi-truck. The force from being pushed causes the pole I grab to spin about. The orca opens its mouth right before my eyes. The fangs, which I have seen only from a distance, seem very large at point-blank range. No! Himeno! Pulling my body back, I begin to float slightly away from the orca. The velocity at which I'm floating backwards is still much slower than the speed of the orca's approach. As I'm trying to use the pole I'm holding in my right hand as an axis, it begins to spin. Falling victim to the current created by the orca's movement, I lose hold of the pole. An orca approaches from the front, seizing me. Come on! Ow. Just as the orca's fangs graze my head, a screeching sound reverberates. Ugh! My body hits the hard floor with a thump. With hard, ragged gasps, I realize I can breathe. What? The seawater that once surrounded me now, gone. I'm once again in the place with all the machines. As if a filter had been placed over my ears. I cannot hear clearly. Strange. More importantly, that girl! There is nothing where my eyes land. Seeing that a shadow has fallen over me, I look over my shoulder. The girl from earlier touching the machine. It seems as if she is talking, but I can't understand what she is saying because I cannot hear, as if someone has covered my ears. On top of the computer is a microphone spun around. It's the type connected directly to the machine. Right, I accidentally... The howling and the clicking sound, you may a bit of a hearing. As the filter over my ears fade, I'm able to understand the girl's words. The clicking sound, the ultrasonic waves the orca emit, the loud volume of that sound probably repelled the orca. The illusion of being in the water is also gone. Somehow, we seem to have escaped danger. As I stand up, I start to feel relieved. Good. Don't start feeling relieved on your own. If you look at the big picture, our situation hasn't changed all that much. Huh? Mari? What did you say? Long hair and a bit shorter than I. I didn't realize it earlier, but she has the look of my missing little sister from behind. Her hairstyle and color are different, but something about her makes me feel nostalgic. The girl turns away from the machine and looks back at me. Her eyes are the same color as Mari's after all. If Mari had continued to grow, she would surely look like this. Aw, that would be nice if this is her. If you're going to cause a disturbance, don't involve me. Well then. Wait a second! I refuse. With no concern for me, the girl begins to walk away. She must know something. My intuition tugs at me, wiping the dust off my butt. I follow after her. It isn't that I'm trying to cause a disturbance. If I truly believe this girl to be Mari, then I may have to deny what I see before me. I only want to speak with the girl. However, in spite of these thoughts, my words will not come out. Just follow her for the time being, I guess. I am searching for my little sister who went missing here 5 years ago. You look a lot like her, that's all. So, is that why you saved me then? No, that's not it. It's just you were in danger, so I don't get it. Well, then, tell me what you know about this mountain aquarium. Because my little sister and my friend, Mari and Jimeno, I want to save them. Jimeno, the girl from earlier. You were able to pull yourself together then. The girl stopped walking for a bit. In that moment of inaction, I am able to reach her side with small steps. Giving me a sideways glance, the girl speaks quietly. I'll pay back my debt now. Debt? The debt I owe you for saving me. I don't see it as something you have to pay back at all. I think it is. Because I don't know when either you or I will die. I should pay it back while we're still alive. So within this malicious mountain aquarium. Malicious mountain aquarium? The place where we're standing. It was born from an incident 5 years ago. A malicious alternate dimension existing alongside the regular one. If it weren't, such bizarre phenomena couldn't occur. Interesting. Malicious alternate dimension? What exactly do you mean? If I could explain it, I wouldn't be having all this trouble. The girl says curtly and just like that turns around. Her words only deepen this mystery further. This alternate dimension world? Could it be like the parallel world Hiroshi-san was talking about? Paying no heed to my being deep in thought, the girl starts walking again. Wait, at any rate, could we at least say we're trapped in this aquarium? To my knowledge, though, I haven't tested that theory. I'm getting out of here, together with someone precious to me, because I will save Jimeno. Do you want? Don't you want to escape as well? If you do... They both say the exact same thing, so I'm gonna say come with me. Then come with me. Don't treat me like a child. I have no desire to run away from this place. What? The girl rejects my proposition flat out, giving the impression that she would never accept. Quickening her pace, she walks back in the direction of the previous room. But I was planning to go this way too. That's right. In the end, moving forward means our destinations are the same. Moving at a trot, I follow the girl. Nice! We survived! Hooray! I think that's a great place to stop it. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next part. See you later.